Hey, we're back again for part 4 of the top 1995 Stadium Club baseball card packs. In case you haven't watched the other 3 videos, so parts 1, 2, and 3, make sure you go back and do that. This will make a lot more sense if you watch the other 3. But just a quick rundown is I used to buy like mystery boxes. I mean, obviously, if you watch my channel, I buy lots of mystery boxes. In fact, these mystery boxes that I'm going to refer to, I might even have a video for them on this channel, but it was probably a while ago. But they were sports, like memorabilia type boxes that I got from Pristine Auction, and I can't remember the actual sports company that was, had them up for auction. I want to say it was like Short Sports, or there was a couple different ones. These companies deal in just like all types of different sports stuff, from cards to jerseys to baseballs, baseball bat, just anything sports related. That's what these companies do, and then they would throw them together into like a big mystery box, and then they would auction it off. So I'm guessing that's where I got these from. But it was probably a while ago, because when I found them, I don't remember ever seeing them before. But here we are. Like I said, we're in part 4. Each part was 6 packs. We've got some, I've had some pretty good pulls so far. In particular, 2 Ken Griffey Jr. Just the Ken Griffey, like the base cards though. I'm still hoping to pull one of the inserts, or the subsets, of Griffey. I pulled a cool translucent Chili Davis card, which is really cool. And then some other players like Roger Clemens. I got a Cal Ripken. I pulled Sammy Sosa, Ryan Klesko. So some decent cards for this series. And then of course there's a lot of players that I pulled that I didn't recognize the names. Half of them I couldn't pronounce, because I don't watch a lot of baseball. And there might be other players that I've actually pulled in that that actually might be like top-notch players that I don't recognize their names. So that'll be one of those things that before I do anything with a lot of these other cards that I don't know, I'll have to kind of look them up and see. Because the last thing I want to do is like think, okay, well, I've never heard of this guy. He probably ain't nothing big. And then come to find out, oh, well, if you graded that card and it graded, especially say like a PSA 10 or something like that, it might sell at auction for a couple $100. Yeah. So I don't want to be a dumbass, okay? I don't want to be a dumbass. I want to do my research. Make sure I didn't get anything really good before I do something stupid with it. Because I am a business. I mean, I work a regular job full time. Like right now, we get paid every 2 weeks. So tomorrow will be the last day of the 2-week pay period. It goes from, our weeks go from they start on Friday, they go to Thursday. So then every 2 weeks we get paid on Thursday. So like tomorrow will be the last of the 14 days of the pay period. Tomorrow will be the last day, and then I'll get paid the following week. Well, as of today, when I clocked out, I had a total of 94 hours for the 2 weeks. So I'll probably end up having like 100 and I'll probably have at least 10 more hours tomorrow. So it'll be a decent paycheck. I don't know why. See, tangents. That's what I have. My mind just goes off on tangents. I just rattle from one thing to another. I have to. I have to you guys. I have to just ramble about whatever pops in my head because I try to talk to the dog. She don't care. She don't pay attention unless I'm eating. Then she's all up in my business. Even though normally when I eat, you know, I get her some of the good little tubs of the Rachel Ray's Nutrish, like the wet dog food that use like real ingredients. I give her that when I go to eat. Of course, she scarfs it down in like 2 minutes flat. And the next thing you know, she's right up here in my face, watching my every move. She does that for a little while, and then she gets angry. And then she goes, and it's like she pouts. But she goes into the other room because I don't share my food with her. Because a lot of what I eat is probably got stuff in it that wouldn't be good for her. Because I put a lot of herbs and spices and stuff in the food that I eat. And even though a lot of that stuff is good for us humans, for dogs, not so much. Anyway. I'm making small talk while I get these damn things open. Alright, here we go. Last pack. Alright. Let's hope we pull something good. Here we go. We have got John Vanderwall. We've got a membership card. We've got Carlos Barga. Ron Harkavai. I think I had that one before. Tony Fernandez. There's a cause and effect for Sammy Sosa. I don't think that was the same Sammy Sosa that I pulled. Nope. So that's the second Sammy Sosa, but it's a different card. Nice. Here's a draft pick. Ben Grieve. Pretty sure we've had that one once before. I think I was actually putting the draft picks over here, wasn't I? Yeah, I'll have to go back through and pull out some of the other draft picks that I didn't think to do that with. So I can look those players up. Carlos Delgado. Pat Listock. Dan Wilson. Julio Franco. Stan Belinda. Gary Sheffield. Darren Dalton. Luis Gonzalez. Carlos Barga. I think that was like the first card we pulled out of this pack, wasn't it? John Vanderwall. That was another one that we just pulled out of this pack. Or out of these packs, I should say. Steve Finley. Virtual reality card. Nothing really big out of that other than the Sammy Sosa. Another membership card. Alright, next little batch. Andres Galarga. Wrigley Field, best seat in the house. Mark Grace. We'll put that one off this side. Brian Harvey. Draft pick of Kevin Witt. That name sounds really familiar. Another Sammy Sosa. Dave Hollins. Ruben Sierra. Andre Benes. Checklist. John Valentine. Mickey Tettleton. William Van Landingham. One thing I want to have to do here, though, is I'm going to have to go on and when I get paid next and buy. I just actually saved it in my wish list on Amazon. Is can't remember the company. It's like one of the main companies that make top loaders and stuff. But they have a kit. I think it's a 200, but you get like a basic top loader for like these size of cards, these thickness and so forth, and then you get the 200 sleeves too. So you put them in the sleeve and then put them in the top loader. So definitely want to get some of that, put all these cards that I'm putting off to the side so they're protected. We've got J. Bell. I don't think I've ever pulled that one before. Oh, it doesn't ring a bell. Oh, I'm so funny. Josh Vizcaino. Close enough. Oh, Wade Boggs. That's a pretty good one. Paul Molitor. Best seat in the house. Sky Dome with Joe Carter. Oh, we finally got a different statistical extreme card. This one is for Carlos Barga. That's pretty cool. I like how those are made. Those are pretty neat. You got Tom Henke. Or as Velma might say, Hinky. Steve Finley. We got Roberto Alomar. Kevin Gross. John Valentine. Joey Cora. Jim Abbott. Dean Palmer. Next batch. Eddie Murray. Checklist. We've got Billy Spears. Paul O'Neill. Charlie Hayes. Draft pick, Mark Ferris. I remember to put it over in that pile this time. Andy Ashby. That name sounds familiar too. At least the last name sounds familiar. Bo Jackson. Good two sport player there. Got Mike McFarland, Ozzie Gillian, Mike Perez, Joey Cora, Jeff Tonin, Gary Gaetti, Danny Bautista, Dave Nilsson, Randy Anderson, Lee Smith. Last batch here. Here's another one of those long distance things. It's probably no good anymore. Another checklist. Al Martin. There's another one of those Carlos Berga Statistical Extreme. Mike Piazza. Good catcher. For the Dodgers. I might keep that one out. Another draft pick. This one is Jacob Shoemate. Jose Lind. Scott Servas. Al Martin again. Jeff Conan again. Javi Lopez. I don't think I've ever had that one before. I don't recognize that name. Chad Curtis. Darren Lewis. Ricky Bones. Matt Williams. I recognize that name. Ben McDonald, Ricky Gutierrez, Andy Ashby again. Cause and effect card for Jeff Bagwell. Ed Sprague. Here's one of those debut cards. Maybe that says 7 instead of 1. I think it says. It might be 7/15/94. That'd probably make more sense, right? Instead of January. Because when does like spring training start? Yeah, but July, that'd be like in the middle of the season, wouldn't it? That's when baseball is. Maybe it is a 1. But anyhow, it's Ray McDavid, Ken Ryan, getting down to the last few cards, Dave Henderson, Javi Lopez, Steve Cook, last 2 cards, Brett Barbary, and the last card out of the 1995 Topps Stadium Club, Sandy Alomar. Pretty good player. Put that off to the side. There we go. That is it. That is part 4 of me opening up 24 packs of 1995 Stadium Club by Topps. Very well done cards. Obviously, they're not as splashy as the cards are today. You're not going to get autographs, not likely. I'm sure there were probably some card series they did back in the 90s to where you could pull an autograph, but it was probably very rare. Of course, this was back in the day where, most of these boxes would find their way into stores, and then these packs would be sold for, probably $2.50 a piece. But I would imagine there probably are still quite a few of these still sealed around, and they might still be able to be had for a decent price. Unlike a lot of the hobby boxes and card boxes today, where you're gonna, for a bare bones one that only has like a blaster pack, I think is what they call it. That might be the wrong term, but the ones that that are hanging on the shelf rather than sitting on top of a shelf. They're hanging on like a peg thing at the store. They might only have like 4 or 6 packs, and each pack might only have 4 or 5 cards in it. You can get those for $30 or $40. But if you want to get something like this, with today's style cards, you're looking at $120, $130 on the low end, and literally, you can literally go up and you can find ones that will cost you $1,000 plus. As I'm saying, you could go do that if you were so inclined. I'm not. For that much money, I'd almost have to have like a guaranteed decent return. Not necessarily exactly what I'm paying, but at least to where I know I was going to get a good amount of what I paid back. That's too rich for my blood. But anyway, there we go. That is it. We'll make room over here. Set those down. If you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up. I'd greatly appreciate it. As always, look out for yourself and everyone around you so we all have a much better chance of staying safe and healthy. The next series of videos will most likely be 4 parts again. We'll be opening up more cards, but these will be the 1988 Topps card. So we're going even further back in time. That's a long time ago. I don't remember what cards might be, you know, or what rookie cards might be available in that series. So, be excited to find out. Make sure you tune in, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Feel free to share with any of your geek-minded friends that would enjoy stuff like this. The more the merrier. I can use all the subscribers I can get. Till next time, take it easy.